So while reading up, trying to come up with something for this week's fancy stat, I came across a story that really blew my mind, and it's not much of a secret anymore. Well, maybe to the casual hockey fan, but for us super hockey literature nerds, this kind of came out, and it was a big deal. This was kind of a mind blower. So for today's fancy stat, we're gonna look at the number 230.
230. Here, come gather round for some fancy stats.
Oh, I love me some of those.
I do like fancy stats.
Oh my God. I guess you're time. 230. A number familiar to most ardent hockey fans. It's the last spot in the draft. Well, in 2005 anyways. The 2005 draft was also noteworthy for another reason. Other than the number 230 that year, it was Sidney Crosby sweepstakes. The year the Pittsburgh Penguins, those no-good crooks, fixed the draft and rebuilt a Stanley Cup winning franchise on the back of dirty money. AKA Sidney Crosby. But there was another special player picked that year that wasn't Bobby Ryan, wasn't Anze Kopitar. Nope, all the way down, closing the curtain, was a special little player drafted by Nashville named Patrick Hornqvist.
Oh.
Patrick
nice.
Hornqvist has had a pretty respectable, well, spectacular, really, career given where he was picked thus far. 30 goals in 2009, multiple 20-plus goal campaigns, logging top minutes in Nashville. But the summer of 2013 is when Hornqvist and the number 230 get really interesting. The Pittsburgh Penguins, desperately trying to fix their playoff utility, decided a redesign was in order and fired their coach, their GM, and traded off desirable sniper James Neal to Nashville for Hornqvist and Nick Spaulding. Since joining Pittsburgh, Hornqvist has been placed on Sidney Crosby's right wing, creating the mind-blowing connection of the 2005 first draft pick and its final draft pick at 230. Right?
Wow.
Right?
Wow.
Come on. How cool is that?
That's pretty cool. Well done.
That doesn't blow your mind a little bit?
Absolutely. I'm still like, wow.
At this point right now, Hornqvist, the ugly little duckling who has blossomed into one of the better first liners going right now.
Yeah.
He's tied for third in league scoring with 8 points, 1 point behind line mate Sidney Crosby. He's also tied for the team lead in goals with Crosby with 4, proving forever, kids, that even if you're picked last in gym class for dodgeball, you could still end up chucking them beside Sidney Crosby and being a stud. I mean, look at our boy Chris Kunitz, right?
Assistant captain Canada. What a
Kyle,
beauty.
were you ever picked last for something?
Yeah, a couple times.
Ace, what were you picked last for?
Everything.
Oh, Jesus, we got a pretty ragged bunch here.
Sorry, Ace. Can we? I don't know. I don't want to do this to Ace right now. We don't have to talk about this.
Anything else interesting pop out of the 2005 draft? I know Jack Edwards, who called Benoit Pouliot the biggest draft bust ever, is from 2005. Okay, that's inappropriate.
Yeah, I don't care about Benoit Pouliot.
So your fancy stat of the day is 230. Congratulations, Patrick Hornqvist. You give hope to every ugly duckling out there.
Thumbs up. What a beauty.